Thanks for clicking on to the Wednesday edition of Hogan's European Outlook. A very quick video today. This is the current temperature anomaly for the month of April so far. Still below normal across the UK and across much of Europe, as you can see here. But we are, of course, in a transition to much warmer conditions. And the question is, do we flip around to a warmer than normal April? The upcoming 5 days of the GFS ensemble certainly firmly warm in the very areas that have seen coolest so far. The 6 to 10 still holding on to a little bit warmer than normal, but nowhere near as much as the front running 5 days. And then the 11 to 15 day, which takes out to the period between 23rd and the 28th of April. And the temperatures are pretty much on average, maybe a margin above average. So it is going to be interesting, of course, as we go forward. Looking at a review of the Easter outlook, which I encourage you to look at the video if you haven't already done from yesterday. And I'm just going to kind of update what I've been looking at so far. Of course, we've got some fairly cool temperatures across the northern half of the British Isles. I was passing Aviemore less than an hour ago, and the temperature was stuck at 7 degrees, which isn't majorly cold, of course, but cooler for the time of the year. And when you factor in Southend-on-Sea reporting 18 degrees at the same time that Aviemore is sitting on 7 degrees, so of course an area of low pressure bringing some fairly heavy persistent rain northwards over the UK through the course of today. That is going to linger over the northwest this evening, bringing some further outbreaks of rain, windy conditions as well. But of course, with wind, cloud, and the general movement within the air, we're not going to see temperatures coming down all that much this evening. And really, over the next couple of days, as we run into the Easter weekend here, we're going to see plenty of shower activity as we go forward. We've got a nice southerly airflow, so we're going to see temperatures rising into the mid to high teens fairly widely. Even across Scotland, we're going to see 15, 16, possibly 17 degrees. But of course, we are watching the situation at the moment here. So high pressure, Iberia, France over the near continent, low pressure out over the Atlantic. We've got the winds coming in from the west-southwest. Frontal systems always quite close to the western side of the UK, so we're going to see outbreaks of rain, particularly so western and northern portions of the British Isles, always drier, brighter and warmer further south, where we could see 20 degrees each and every day through the course of Saturday. We are going to see a drop-off in temperature, by the way, in the Easter Monday, and beyond that, area of low pressure is going to move in during the second half of Sunday, Easter Sunday, in the Monday, and we are going to see introduce colder air at 850 millibars as well. So as you see here, we're going to see through Easter, Good Friday, we're going to see plenty of shower activity as we see the incoming solar radiation warming the lower atmosphere. Of course, it forces it to rise into the colder mid and upper level of the atmosphere, triggering April showers. So a fairly classic regime at this moment in time. And then as we push into the day on Saturday, same idea. Notice the frontal system not that far to the west, bringing longer spells of rain across Ireland, as you can see here. And then it's even into Saturday evening, we've got rain western fringes of England, Wales, and through Scotland, as you can see here. And then really it's once we push into the day on Sunday, Easter Sunday, looks as if it's going to be quite a messy day actually. Plenty of rain and windy conditions associated with this area of low pressure. Of course, I showed you in the Easter outlook the ECMWF version of the Easter weekend. This is the GFS ensemble, or the GFS operational, should I say. And you can see here that the area of low pressure actually kind of stays further south rather than progressing north. And that brings in some fairly brisk easterly winds coming in off a very cold North Sea, keeping things pretty fresh actually during even Easter Sunday. Temperatures nothing to write home about, in the single figures quite firmly across plenty of parts of Ireland, Wales, southwest England, in the north of England, into Scotland as well. Temperatures subdued actually, and this is somewhat different to what the ECMWF has, which keeps the weather a lot more further west and north. But yeah, it certainly looks as if it's quite unsettled, as you can see here. Even in the next week here, that area of low pressure gets deflected a little bit further south, and we've got easterly winds coming in. Not a cold source because we don't have a tremendous amount of cold over the continent, but certainly nonetheless crossing over waters that are at their coldest at this time of the year. It will certainly feel distinctly disappointing out there. So very short and sweet video today. I hope everybody is doing well, enjoying their weekend coming up. Of course, many people are off on holiday now, and I hope you're having a good time whatever you're doing and wherever you are. So please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, of course, and I'll be back hopefully tomorrow with more. Bye for now.